Hi, this is Zak Mir, editor of Spreadbet Magazine, with a look at some Bulletin board hero stocks on Thursday, October the 16th. I'm starting off with Arian silver, where there's been a recovery from the early October bear trap rebound. The floor of support from June at 29 pence was temporarily broken, and then there was the push to the upside. We've recovered the floor of a rising 2014 price channel at 34 pence. And really, while there's no end of day close back below that level and the 50-day moving average at 34 pence as well, we would be looking at further upside. The best case scenario here would be the top of this year's price channel at 50 pence over the next 4 to 6 weeks. If you're cautious on this idea, maybe you'd wait for a break above the 200-day moving average just around the Wednesday close. Next up is stock which is also trying to give the bulls some respite, and that comes in the form of JQW. Here we've also had a bear trap rebound from below the former September 34 pence floor. The view at the moment is that while there's no end of day close back below the 10-day moving average, currently at 35 pence, we should see further recovery. The best case scenario at this point is probably a retest of the 70 pence area, which is also where the 200-day moving averages and also the top of the May falling price channel. In the meantime, any weakness towards the 10-day moving average can be regarded as a buying opportunity, which improves the risk reward of going long. There's also support here from an extended RSI line from the end of July. That runs down to the oversold zone below 30. But there's been a decent bounce off that both this month and in September, and that is the type of action that normally leads to significant recovery. Speaking of significant recovery, that's probably what fans of Petropavlovsk would be looking for or hoping for over the near term. It's been a bruising breakdown for the shares since the start of the year. We were towards 100 pence in February and fallen quite sharply ever since. New resistance coming in at or below former support in recent months. View now is that there's been a possible intermediate recovery here, at least in terms of the bounce off the January support line running towards the 19 pence level. Also recovery yesterday back above the 10-day moving average at 22 pence on obviously what was a very weak day for the stock market as a whole. There's bullish divergence here from a July uptrend line in the RSI window, which has been double tested over the past 3 weeks. So that is a plus. And really, while there's no end of day close back below the 10-day line, one would be looking for further recovery. Best on offer over the next week to 10 days is probably a touch or at least an approach of the 50-day moving average at 32 pence. That was also the July support zone, so the old support would become new resistance. But at this stage, only really a weekly close back above that 50-day line would suggest that a permanent or at least a sustainable recovery for Petropavlovsk is on the cards anytime soon. That's it from me. More updates at spreadbetmagazine.com.